Welcome back, 8:15 the time. Whatever happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370? It's been over a decade since the airliner with 239 people on board vanished. It's the most talked about aviation mystery in modern times since Amelia Earhart's plane went missing in 1937, and now answers may finally be forthcoming.
Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot Maykay Beeler joining us now with reports on a fresh search that could provide closure to so many of these families. Maykay, what's the latest here?
Let's hope so, right? Yeah, I mean, the search has been on again and off again. Now it's on again, and this has been since 2014, with numerous teams searching the oceans for clues. Well, only a few pieces of the aircraft have washed up on island and African shores, but nothing significant. So now Malaysia's transport minister, he confirms a renewed effort will get underway on December 30th. This search by American company Ocean Infinity, we've heard about them because they have explored before, but with no luck. Now it will resume the search with what they say is better robotic equipment, tech, and more sophisticated underwater drones to find the plane, passengers, and crew. So flight MH370, a Boeing 777, vanished while flying from Malaysia's capital to Beijing. It prompted the largest search in aviation history since Earhart's plane went missing. MH370 lost contact with ATC less than an hour after takeoff. That was on March 8th, 2014. But satellite data showed the plane turned off course from its flight path and headed south to the far southern Indian Ocean, where it is believed to have crashed. Investigators say the answers can only be conclusive if wreckage is found.
Yeah, such a mystery. So will Ocean Infinity be paid for this search?
Yeah, so they've got an interesting contract. No find, no fee. If they find it, they get $70 million.
Whoa.
And if they don't find it, $0.
Interesting.
And you know it's got to cost them a lot just to go. Now listen, the ocean that it's in, it's so deep, and on the seabed, there's a mountain range.
Wow.
So imagine trying to find a plane in the mountains, let alone
underwater that far down.
Deep sea.
What do you've kind of shared your thoughts on what you think happened over the last year or so. What do you think?
I think it was pilot suicide, or it could have been a hijacker. So I think the pilot planned this out because he made sure there was enough extra oxygen supply to the cockpit. So we have different supply for the cabin and for the cockpit, and he made sure there was extra oxygen on board. So I believe what possibly could have happened, he depressurized the plane, everybody fell asleep, died of hypoxia, at least it was hopefully painless. He did something with the other officer, I don't know what, and then turned the transponder off so they couldn't track him, but the satellite tracked him and saw they went over the ocean. And I think it was just a suicide mission or a hijacker. But because there was no hijack code put in and no distress, I think it was. What do you think?
So, well, I guess my question is, will we ever know what happened? Even if they find the wreckage, would that be able to give us enough to know what people died from, whether it's hypoxia or not? Would we learn that, or is it still going to be a mystery?
It would have to be in the data recorder, if that even works after all these years, or the voice recorder, if that even works after all these years. I don't know.
Does it even sound
that
like
would be the only way to know that he depressurized the cabin. And if there was talk, like if he's fighting with the other officer, killed them,
right?
I would assume, or if a hijacker came on board, you would have heard something.
Right.
You would have made
a voice
a
recorder that we
call.
really want to get to see if there was any conversation had, if it works. That's the one thing that would give us some clarity.
Yeah, and the data recorder would get, but they do know it turned off course on purpose, turned the transponder off on purpose, didn't just not work anymore.
And I don't know what news would actually comfort all these families other than the mystery is somehow solved of now we know where it is, where it was.
And I think
that
that's
kind of
closure.
Yeah,
To stop holding
so.
out,
Yeah.
that maybe they'll find them on an island. It's so sad.
It is.
Yeah.
So let's hope something good comes out of this.
Okay. All right, Maykay, interesting stuff.
December
Thank you.
30th, by the way.
All right, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.